Alright, everyone, welcome back to our uh weekly, or we try to be weekly, D&D sessions. Um we last we left off a festival started. Um the players went off and did their own thing. Um
Granny and Harry had a good time.
yeah. Granny and Ari went and got some new clothes.
I taught her how to bob for apples. And then I utterly failed at an archery contest.
I didn't know Granny was able to break the fourth wall here for a second.
Just recapping. Recapping isn't canon to the session. That's not canon.
Alright. You guys are and after Sputnik went and got his new limbs, he decided to head back to the inn and stay holed up in there for the rest of the time being. Gunga is still AFK, still trying to hide from Steve.
Yeah, the players for Sputnik and Gunga be here, unfortunately.
Yeah. And
they got life stuff going on.
Meanwhile, while even Religus and Steve Legolas and Steve did their own little dancer performance out in the middle of the square in the middle of the festival, and two young ladies decided to join them. After the dance, Religus's partner Amari takes him to a private little booth in a small makeshift tavern for a quick meal and get to know each other. Sam is held up in his room guarding the eggs with his life. And just as Granny and Ari join the party, LaFane here runs into our little portal chef, Burry, trying to pick a fight with another local chef.
God, I keep forgetting he exists, and then he's just like, no, I'm the best chef.
There's no thinking, I'm telling you, berry stew is the best kind of stew.
We all know Granny is the better cook.
Well, in the midst of this fight, Ari and Granny.
It's still the same night?
Yes.
Okay.
Granny and Ari, off in the distance, you two spot a very familiar dragonborn arriving on horseback.
I mean, Steve's already in the inn. He hasn't left. I know, okay, this is gonna be stupid. I know we have a dragonborn in the party. I just can't for the life of me remember them. We do have a dragonborn in the party, don't we?
Yeah, and she's
Give me a second. It starts with a K, doesn't it? The name?
Mm-hmm.
I posted it. It's Kupari.
I was okay.
Yeah.
Of course, I will act.
Yeah, I will be honest, I completely forgot Kupari existed. I don't have any recollection of Kupari.
The only reason why I remember
I'm
is because the
sorry.
name sounds really weird.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Um, yeah, like after being stuck at the keep for the longest time, like, trying to keep everything like, fixed, repaired, see if everything's underway, she yeah,
Oh,
in
she
Greenest.
Greenest.
She never left Greenest. She
Oh, she hasn't. Who's the player again for Ari?
um while we wait for Kapori's player to join us, we are gonna,
Some technical difficulties or something?
I guess, we are gonna skip to Religus and Amari.
All right.
So you guys decided to have a small little nice meal, get to know each other, chat a bit. And after a while, she asks if there's anything else you would like to do around the festival.
Well, now that you mention it, I have been in the mood to buy some new armor. Haven't been doing so well in battles lately.
She nods and leads you to the blacksmith.
All right. Hey, how's it going? Do you happen to have any breastplates?
This burly centaur woman looks towards you and is like, "Well, I do believe we might have some around here. What kind of breastplates are you looking for specifically?"
Just the kind that provides good defense and keeps me increases my armor class. Nothing.
Mhm.
Just something that'll keep me safe.
All right. Um, she then heads to the back and soon comes out with a wide variety of different uh breastplates that come in a wide variety of different metals, patterns, designs, and some even give off magical auras.
All right. Can you just can you describe them, like the different ones?
There's one that's just, plain silver. There's one that's gold. There's one that's silver with gold inlays. There's uh
Probably gonna be like standard like steel.
yeah, iron, steels. There's one very specific one that kind of catches your eye, made from mithril.
That's way outside our pay grade. Mithril?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, the one made from mithril seems to be the one that catches your eye the most.
What can you tell me about this one? I say, Religus says, pointing at it.
Yes, my pride and joy, made from mithril. Um, that is your standard breastplate, but it also has some advantages. One being you are
You need to look up the like, stats or something.
no, you are immune to you're immune to thunder damage if you wear this armor.
Nice. Anything else?
Mm,
Just a reminder.
it's extra shiny.
Sorry to interrupt. Just a reminder for me. Thunder damage is stuff like shock, sound wave, stuff like that. It's not actual thunder because that would be lightning, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Just had to remind myself.
All right, I'll take the mithril one.
Yeah, lightning. It's immune to lightning, not thunder. My bad.
Oh,
Lightning damage, not thunder. All right. She then looks at you and is like, "Okay, that'll be 200 gold."
Done.
Oh, okay, we can afford that.
I have a lot of gold, dude. I've saved up. All right, I got some new armor.
All right.
Uh,
With your shiny new armor and woman on your arm, you head out and enjoy the rest of your evening.
All right.
LaFane, you never really said what you wanted to do at this festival.
That's because I wasn't here.
All right.
I lost 2 sessions and
Yeah. So basically, at this festival, there are craft shops, snack booths, restaurants, boutiques, the armory, the blacksmith, and as well as a bunch of other different types of games and competitions.
There was a bobbing for apples with a special prize if you got a golden apple. There was an archery contest. There was a horse race. I know there was some other stuff in terms of like games or contests. I just don't remember the rest.
the bobbing for apples thing sounds kind of interesting.
You want to go bobbing for apples?
Sure. I mean, the worst that's going to happen is her face fur is going to get kind of soggy for a bit.
All right. So basically you you get to this booth where there are 3 different types of barrels. Where the it looks like the main apples are Granny Smith's, but there is one apple in there that is illusioned to look like it's made of gold.
If they're using an illusion for it, though, couldn't they just change the target so that it constantly shifts?
They could, but that would be cheating, and let's just say cheaters aren't really welcome in this town.
Well, no, I'm saying the people running it could.
That's what I meant. If the booth attendees were caught cheating, their booth would get shut down.
Mm.
And the main prize for getting like a main apple is just a satchel with 100 gold. While the it seemed, and the main prize for getting the golden apple changes after each person who wins it. The prize this time for getting the golden apple is a very intricately designed longbow.
Mm.
With a matching quiver and some arrows.
All right. Is there an entry fee?
Nope, no entry fee.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
All right.
I think we did athletics.
No, it's acrobatics.
Acrobatics?
Yeah. So, what I would like you to do is roll me an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics. Let me check my. Ooh. Okay, so it's a D20 plus my acrobatics bonus.
Yes.
Okay. Hope I'm rolling this right. Nope, that is not how you do it. That's not it either. What's the
Acrobatics uses the dexterity modifier.
That's not my question. What is the prefix for using the roller?
We have a
Nope.
I think I'm gonna just roll for you for now until we get that sorted out.
Okay, because yeah, that doesn't seem to be working.
You got a 16. So you dunk your head in and
No modifier?
Is that before or after the modifier, which was a +2?
It's after the modifier. I'm
Okay.
telling you the total. And as you dunk your head in, you swish your head around and you manage to pull out with one of the Granny Smiths.
All right.
300 gold.
And the one of the attendees said, "You are welcome to keep trying if you so want so."
You said there were 3 barrels, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'll move to the next one and give that one a try. Give each one at least one go.
All right. Oof, that's an 11 total.
Ugh.
So you dunk your head in, and this time you're under a little bit longer than last time, but you still manage to come out with a Granny Smith just barely in your mouth.
Sometimes fangs can be a curse.
I don't know. I'd say that was more of a boon. I mean, you managed to get it anyway.
All right.
Yeah, but they
moving on
can
to the
bump
next-
into things and knock them away.
All right, you moving on to the next barrel?
Yep.
Nat 20. So you stuck your head straight in, and without any resistance or barely any time underneath the water at all, you immediately grab the golden apple.
Hey.
So now you get to walk away with a grand prize of 300 gold, as well as your new archery set.
Hey, I'm not at bare bones level of money now.
Also, that archery bow adds a +3 to your proficiency. Like when you roll to attack with that bow, it adds a +3 to your already proficiency bonus and dexterity bonus.
Okay, so it is a what? Enchanted bow or something?
Yeah, it's an enchanted longbow.
And it gives +3 proficiency?
Yeah. +3 to hit.
And you said it came with a quiver as well?
Yeah, quiver and a few arrows.
All right. How many?
10 arrows.
Okay. All right. Well, feeling, on top of the world, I'm gonna just wander the crowd and see what catches my attention.
Yeah. Oh, also the damage is like for the arrows for the longbow. The damage is 1d8 plus it would be 1d8 plus your dexterity bonus plus that +3 modifier.
Okay.
All right. Anything else you would like to try?
I think for now I'll just wander the crowd and see what catches my attention,
All right.
fleeting as it is.
All right. Wandering through the crowd, walks a bunch of different, wide variety of game booths, competition such as feats of strength, food booths, drinks.
Performances.
Yeah, there's a little performance going on in town with a dragonborn and a tiefling. As for the food booths, there's some giving out candy floss. There's some giving out caramel apples. There are there's a small little booth that's kind of hiding in a shaded corner that looks like it's like a mini bar. With not many customers over it at the moment, surprisingly, considering how late it's getting. There are different types of throwing competitions where you can throw either logs, giant hunks of log, steel balls, javelins, axes, knives. There's even a competition where you get to throw a gnome.
Of course.
The gnome is completely volunteering for this, by the way. But you can shot put a gnome if you want to. Meanwhile, back to Gertrude and Aerie.
All right. So
What are you two wanting to do?
we finished archery contest last time, and we were heading back to the inn, right?
Yeah, and then you stumbled across the little mosh pit that Steve and his tiefling
that
buddy,
Steve and
the
Religus were going on.
yeah,
music and dance.
Music and dance.
Let's see.
And then just as you guys arrive, you see Religus being dragged off by an elf woman.
Approximately what time is it?
I'd say since the sun has just recently set, it's a little after 6.
All right.
Ooh.
What was
What's that? As she casually points to what looks to be cotton candy to your vision. Upon
Sorry?
closer inspection, it seems to be exactly what you think it is.
Yeah, she's pointing
Multitude
at
of colors.
a cotton candy booth.
Well, that's cotton candy over there.
She looks excited.
Have you not had cotton candy?
No.
What blasphemy is this? All right, let's go. You have not lived until you've had cotton candy.
I haven't had most of the foods around here.
Well, that is something we will have to change now.
Yeah, with the cotton candy, there's your standard pink and blue,
Blues, greens.
Yeah.
And the guy pretty much does like a demon summoning for it. Have you seen the memes?
Funny enough, the guy working the cotton candy booth is a minotaur.
Ooh.
Big burly minotaur man, delicately swirling cotton candy onto sticks and handing out to kids. But yeah, aside from the traditional, like, cotton candy colors, there's also some very intricate, intriguing ones. Like, there's some purple, there's some blue, there's one that's like a magenta, there's one that's like a swirl of both pink and blue, to the point of where, like, you can actually identify the swirl to the point where it's not like, an actual, like, mix to where it becomes
It's third
purple.
level.
There's a yellow one. There's a one that's like
Oh,
half
purple.
yellow and green.
Purple.
Purple?
Purple.
All right. Excuse me, sir.
Nah.
Me and my friend here would like some cotton candy, the purple kind.
Alright, that'd be 5 copper. He then reaches over, grabs 2 of the purple cotton candy sticks, and hands them both to you.
Here you go. So now I'm gonna give him 5 copper.
Thank you. Gives an attempt to lick, and it starts to kind of dissipate really fast, and they're not used to that, so it kind of was like, huh?
If you don't lick it, you eat it. You just put
Like
it
what?
in your mouth. Just
Oh.
bite it.
Looks at it very unsure.
Now it's all it is just literally pure sugar.
Looks
like
at
yours
you.
truly.
Sees if you're gonna do it first.
Alright, I'll show her how you eat cotton candy.
So basically, you just see Gertrude take, like, you expect this old granny minotaur to take, like, the daintiest nibble, but no, she just goes whole. She just goes whole ham.
That's how we eat cotton candy.
He's looking at it like, can I do that?
The Minotaur actually gives you a nod of approval, hoping for you to eat it with just as much gusto.
It's pure sugar, so if you lick it, it disappears. So you gotta eat it.
Tries to do what Granny did, and their mouth is small.
Is your face swallowed up by the candy cotton?
Yes.
So you do manage to take a bite, but when you pull away, you have like a little tuft of it on your nose.
Are you in little fox form or in little child mode?
They look like a child.
Okay, child mode. Okay, just had to refresh for myself.
And it's one of those things that just happens at random. They don't do child mode often if they can help it, because they end up in random places and don't remember shit. More info for you. You guys are awfully quiet now. Okay. They have the little tuft on their nose and they just look at you and they're just like, that do it?
You did lovely, dear. But does it taste? Do you like it though? Is it taste?
I think I do.
Oh, sorry, I was taking a sip of water.
I think I do. I do
Yeah.
like it.
All right.
I'm not gonna lie, and she proceeds to look around at other stands. She hasn't tried a candy apple before either, so let's just say they end up dragging Granny around a little bit.
Gertrude at this point is really is the grandma of the group, spoiling the child.
They really have not had a childhood before. As soon as like kitsunes are
Why
old
is
enough,
it?
not even old enough really. As soon as they can transform, you're set. You're ready to go.
Alright.
So
Alright.
that's why they don't know anything about it. Are they any of the games? Hey, LaFade!
Well, you knew enough about the archery contest.
Yeah, and while
Sorry, voice stuff got ruined a bit. Sorry, microphone stuff got ruined a bit.
You're okay.
alright.
For
Meanwhile,
those who might recognize that voice, it is. Introduce yourself.
Life thought they could throw me with fighters, but I conquered them. It's me, Kupari.
That's right, Kupari is back.
yeah, meanwhile, Kupari, you've been traveling on the road for several days now after getting a letter from Tanithil seeing when you're not busy anymore to join them.
All right.
You finally got to a point where you believe that the construction of Greenest is underway and that you could leave the town to do their own devices. You grabbed a horse and just left.
Okay.
You were on the trail for about 6 days.
Okay.
And finally, after excruciating hours on horseback with little to no food, you finally arrive to El Terrell to
Okay.
find that there is a harvest festival going on.
So this is where this letter was taking me. Why did it take so long to get there?
You hop off your horse, take it to a barn or a stable, and walk around trying to find at least someone you recognize.
Yeah, like are there any buildings I could go to?
It seems like the only one open at this point is a tavern/inn.
All right, Kupari will go there.
All right, you walk in and you see someone you barely remember because you only met him once before you guys left. Is Sam. You see Sam just sitting at a table with his white dragonborn on his shoulder.
Dragonborn.
Sam is upstairs in the room.
Dragon wormling.
All right, she goes to see Sam.
Sam is upstairs in the room.
Yep, but I was gonna say that you came down to get something to eat while still guarding these eggs. Like you still have the eggs with you.
I mean, okay. Sure. Will Kapari say something to him, or?
Oh, yeah. Oh, Sam, is that you?
Oh, right. You're the Dragonborn lass. It's a pleasure to see you again. How the hell's name did you get here?
It took me a while, but it was traveling. A lot of traveling.
Oh, well, the others are all scattered around the town, having fun and playing some tasks. I'm rather busy at the moment, but I believe Tanithel is somewhere around here if you wish to speak with him.
All right, and I see that little dragon is still with you.
Oh, Snow. Yes, I also have my other friend here. He has I believe it's a purple dragon born. Not dragonborn, but dragonling. Amethyst, right? Sapphire. So blue. So he has a blue dragonling on his other shoulder at the moment. I also have this one here.
With you and Little Dragons befriending you.
I'm not 100% sure, but I kinda have to get back. Like I said, Tanithel should be somewhere around here.
Okay,
Eri
I
is
shall
probably
find that
not.
guy.
Well, all right then. It's a pleasure seeing you again.
You too.
He'll nod and just head back up to his room.
And then Kupari starts looking for the guy Sam mentioned.
Tanithil, who is who was the elf guy who helped you previously. When you
Okay.
guys went and rescued said eggs.
All right.
He's currently sitting. He's outside enjoying the festival. He's actually at one of those pop-up taverns, just sitting down, having a glass of wine, enjoying the night.
Okay. Yeah. And she approaches him.
Ah, Kupari, I see you got my letter.
Yes, and it took a stupid amount of time to get here.
Yeah, sorry I didn't warn you about that in the letter.
It's fine. What did you call me for?
I was actually wondering if you still wanted to join us on our quest to not only return these dragon eggs, but try and stop this cult from,
I will join you.
Great. Sit down and join me. Have a drink. It's on me.
Very well. She sits down with him.
He goes over a waitress, gets you a glass, a drink,
Mhm.
and you guys just sit, chat, talk, enjoy the night.
All right.
Meanwhile, Religus, Religus is out and about with his date in his shiny new armor. While walking around, you spot someone you haven't seen for a while and didn't think you'll ever see again, Kupari.
Well, look who it is, and where the heck have you been all this time?
Traveling. That's where I have been.
The whole time?
Yes, I got lost, but I'm here now.
Well, glad you could finally make it. We've, the rest of us have been on quite a journey.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice knowing that you've been okay.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, have you met our new friend Steve?
Steve?
Yeah, Steve. Dragonborn, French accent, bit of a doof, claims to be the greatest writer in all the realms.
Why no? I do not know Steve.
You'll know him soon enough.
Very well.
It's at that moment that Steve just comes barreling down after hearing his name mentioned.
Did somebody call for Steve? The greatest writer in all the realms?
So, you're Steve.
Oh, another Dragonborn. Oh, dude, please tell me, are you a fan? I'll give out autographs as you want me. Here, take my picture.
I've only met you the first time.
What? Surely you've met of Steve. Surely you've heard of Steve.
Religus was the one who told me about you.
Well, it's good to know that he's spreading out my good image. Oh, thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Yeah, keep your distance.
Yeah. Kupari is just a bit flabbergasted.
I both love and despise Steve.
I still love Quinn's reaction to when he finally returned. No, no, no. All right, Locke, take
Okay.
it from here.
While all this
Introductions are being made
and
remade.
the sun the night is getting it's starting to get later and later in the night. Some of the booths are some of the games are starting to close down and whatnot. Some of the food booths are still staying open, mainly the ones serving alcohol. Ari now has her loot of sugary sweets that Granny forked over. Basically, all that food together cost about 3 gold pieces. So you guys all gather back up at the tavern. List off what you guys did, what kind of prizes you guys have gathered, and just gather around the table.
Granny is going to, after setting down, what snacks and whatnot she got, she's going to announce,
It is getting late, and I am tired. I am falling asleep on my feet. I will be going to bed.
All right. So Gertrude goes up to go to her room to go to sleep. What are the rest of you doing? Guys?
Oh, I'll be going to bed as well.
Guess I'm gonna say goodnight to Amory and head to bed. Yeah.
Into bed as well.
If everyone else is heading to bed, I'll do the same and making sure the room is secure. Little paranoid on the things.
All right.
That reminds you, what happened to Ari?
she's here.
Oh,
Yeah. So I'll just say that she went to bed as well. I take it Sam is going to bed as well.
No, he's on a rotating guard shift with Snow.
All right.
When you say rotating, I just imagine the two of you just staring off into the distance while constantly moving around the eggs.
Your audio is a little bit crunchy.
I said I imagine the two of you just staring off in the distance like a 1,000-yard stare while constantly moving around the eggs.
Yeah, we heard you. We're just like...
Did you hear me then?
Okay.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. We got it.
All right. So next morning, Tanathil is the first one awake and is starting to pack up his stuff and get ready for the upcoming trek that you guys have to go on.
All right. Granny, I think, will waken shortly after and head out to the town, letting someone know, letting, I guess, Tanathil know since he's up.
I will be out on the town for just a little bit. I have a few errands to run.
All right. Make sure you also get some supplies for our trip since we're all out now.
Aye, Captain.
All right. So what are you gonna do?
Let's see. I think a bit of supplies first would be prudent.
All right. So there are a bunch of different shops that you can go into. There are
As far as it from here to Baldur's Gate, because I know this, like approximate distance, like approximately how long it will take.
looks of it 2 to 3 days.
I will go to the closest grocer I can find and ask for 2 to 3 days worth of.
Yeah, he gives you kind of like this salute and heads off into the store and packs you up some supplies like bread, pre-made soup seasonings,
Dried meats.
dried meats,
Dried meats and cheeses.
cheese, some relatively freshly picked fruits and veggies. And yeah, I think that it should just about do it.
Well, thank you very much, good kind sir. How much would this be?
20 gold.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, and now with the supplies taken care of.
There are also I was about to say there are also apothecaries around. Some little magic shops here and there.
Food taken care of. Granny will now look for a potion seller.
That would be the apothecary.
Potion seller. I'm going into battle and will need your strongest potions.
All right. Funny enough, there is actually a potion seller right next to the apothecary.
Oh, good.
So you head inside, and it's
Excuse me, kind man.
you walk in, and the shop is wall to wall with potions that are actually organized by color. So it's kind of like this rainbow going around the whole wall.
Isn't this little shop lovely?
And you approach someone who you think is a sir because they're kneeling down, but as soon as they stand up, it is a burly woman. Like, and I
A
mean
lot of people here seem to be rather burly.
burly woman. And she is actually a human.
Oh, excuse me, kind miss. I took you for a man. I am sorry. My eyes are not as good as they used to be. But I will be leaving town relatively soon with a large band of people. I will need potions for, the dangers that may cost us over on our travels.
And what kind of potions would you acquire?
I'm not sure. I'm relatively new to traveling. Healing potions, I suppose.
I'll be right back. And with that, she walks to the back and soon comes out with this big old crate of a bunch of wide variety of sizes of potions and sets it down.
Oh,
Whichever ones you need.
Okay.
All right, which ones are there?
There are there's the regular healing, there's greater, superior, and supreme. The supreme is about this size,
Okay.
like huge.
I think
She does some, counting on her fingers. Some mental.
I think I will have about 5 normal potions and 1 greater potion, please.
5 normal, greater. So 5 greater, or no, 5 common, 1 greater.
Yes.
Right, so for the 5 common, that's 50 gold. Plus the greater is an addition, so that's going to be a total of 100.
Greater healing potion is 100 gold? Wow, okay. So let's see. I gotta do some math. That is 2, 3. Okay.
I think that will be all. Thank you, miss.
She gives you a bow and greets you out.
All right. Now, one last thing to do. Granny needs to go to that enchantment shop from last night.
All right.
No, wait. It was the clothing shop that doubled as enchantment.
Yeah.
That was where. There we got a dress.
All right, so you get to the clothing store where that same tiefling man is once again in a different dress. This one is like more of like, you know, that
Combat dress.
no, this is like more of like the this is more of like, you know, that I don't know if you've ever seen Chinese fantasy dramas.
A little
But
bit.
he's wearing one of those garments. And he's
I think I have an idea of what you're telling me.
and he's currently like reorganizing and restocking the pre-made outfits.
Excuse me, kind man.
Yes.
I came here last night with an item I wish to have enchanted.
Oh, those. Okay.
Yes, and what can I have enchanted for you this evening, darling?
It's morning. And I came here last night. I'm here to pick up an item.
Ah, yes, right. And what item was that again?
It was a small little plushie. I knitted it myself.
Right, let me head back upstairs and get it. I'm sorry. He heads upstairs, grabs the plush, comes back down, and hands it to you.
Thank you, sir. Such a kind man.
And he goes back to doing what he was doing.
I'm pretty sure I paid up front
Yeah,
last night.
yeah, you paid up front.
Okay. And with that, I think that's all Granny needs to do. So she will work her way slowly back to the inn.
All right. Back at the inn, the rest of you are just now slowly starting to wake up. What are you all gonna do after you wake up?
Wait, did you say when you want to wake up?
No. What do you guys want to do after you are now all waking up?
Oh, Kapari tries to get herself some breakfast.
All right. You head down there, and there's a waitress walking around taking orders and whatnot. There's a guy at the bar just cleaning glasses.
Or like Kapari calls the waitress and she gets herself some breakfast.
She all right. And she waddles over, takes your order, and then waddles back to the kitchen.
Oh, what a long night.
And meanwhile, Sam,
Yes.
while you're still watching these eggs, Tanathil comes back up and hands you a cup of Irish coffee.
He nods and sets it down on the table next to him. You had a long night, I'm guessing. You all seem to be out and about for a rather long while.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, it was a party. Now it's morning because we all slept, except for you mainly.
Oh, that tends to happen.
And I figured that you could use the pick me up.
I'm fine. Thank you, though. I appreciate the offer.
Also, we're gonna be leaving here in a few minutes when Granny comes back from getting some supplies.
Alright, that should be just about acceptable then. I'll meet you all downstairs when you're ready. I've already
Very
packed
well.
most everything.
he heads back downstairs and joins Kupari for breakfast.
Hello.
Eh. He sits and just grabs a piece of bacon and chews on it.
Kapari mostly minds her own business.
Religus, what are you and Steve doing this morning? Religus.
Yep, sorry. Go ahead.
What are you and Steve doing this morning?
Religus is probably gonna go get some breakfast. Meanwhile, Steve just happily dreams about how great he is and how much fun he had at the festival. Yeah, he's the best fighter.
Okay. Ari is currently curled up, still into the blankets. LaFane, what are you doing this morning?
Probably doing a strong tea with honey, and maybe a baked good while picking out the last of the flowers out of her fur again.
I'm gonna say after a good long bit, Granny returns with the supplies, loads it up into the cart. That is currently all tacked up and ready to go, waiting for all of us to finish our morning breakfast rituals. Okay. Say after about 30 or so minutes, everyone's finally done with their breakfast, got all their gear packed up. Tanithil ushers you all out into the cart. He gets into the driver's seat, and you guys head off towards Baldur's Gate.
Let's go on this quest.
Honestly, it's more of a daycare run. We're trying to get these eggs someplace where I don't have to watch them like a damn hawk.
Is anything?
Basically, you guys are now on the road.
Okay.
Oh, I was really confused.
Confused about what?
I was unaware that me and Steve were actually awoken.
Yeah, Tanithil woke up Steve, but gently picked you up and carried you in his arms down to the cart. Didn't want to wake you.
Like it.
Yeah. And Tanithil just set you gently on his lap while he's driving the cart.
But you're up now. Yes?
Yeah, they eventually will wake up. It's just Tenafel.
like Barry pokes his head out of his shell. Yeah, who's drinking on the racket?
Granny, upon noticing you're up, will say, "Oh, you're up. That is good. You have been asleep for a while. I have something for you, Harry.
You do?
I do."
Eyes
She
wide with curiosity.
She reaches in, she rummages through her bag and presents a small little hand-knit white dragon plushie.
It's beautiful.
That is for you. And give it a little squeeze.
Yes. Proceeds to do so.
A small little whoosh of frost comes out. This little magic item, this white dragon plush, will do 1d4 frost damage to anything within 5 feet. objectively trash as a weapon, but hey, it's cute.
Kupari is jealous that everyone gets a little dragon companion except for her.
Well, now you have your own.
Yes! I love it. Thank you, Gertrude.
Sam, what does Snow have to say about this white plush replica of her?
I
Sam
would
is flat.
assume flattery.
Snow is flattered at such a pleasant, if yet sad, attempt at representing her beauty.
It's basically just like, imagine just like a standard teddy bear, like knit teddy bear, but with like dragon features instead of bear features. That's basically what you're holding.
Basically, imagine you made an exact replica of your cat and then put it in front of it, and imagine the disdain the cat would have. But it still doesn't want you to hurt it. It's yeah.
It's like intrigued, but like keep that away from me kind of way.
Exactly. It's not worthy to be near me. But I like it. But I hate it. Keep it away.
Look, Snow, it's looking like you.
I guess I'm just never bound to have a dragon companion, aren't I? But whatever. It's not a big deal.
He looks
Well,
over at his other shoulder
you're
he looks over at his other shoulder at the amethyst one. Cloud, would you happen to be interested in joining her over there, or are you more happy on my shoulder?
It's a sapphire, not amethyst.
No, you know what I mean.
Also, isn't the,
Mr. Sapphire Dragon? Or is it a Mrs.? Can you tell, Sam?
Does the sapphire dragon answer him?
It's a male, and he flaps on over and lands in Kupari's lap.
Well, there you
there.
go. Well, that's one dragon off my hands. He kind of like just half closes his eyes and just keeps the bag in between his legs.
Attempt is made to go over there to Sam to show Snow the new plush.
You know, if Snow tears that to pieces and then freezes your hands off, don't blame me.
But it's flattery.
Up until the point where it no longer is, and I honestly couldn't tell you where that point is. So,
The fact that
play.
I can't hold them all the time, and now I can hold this one.
He just looks at Snow. Please don't freeze her to death.
What? Is in love with this new plush and
Sam's gonna look at Kupari. So I've been alternating between calling that little dragon in your lap Sky and Cloud. Although it hasn't actually agreed whether or not it likes those names, but it's up to you.
What about throne or prince?
Well, considering that it has the ability to both agree, disagree, or kill you, I would ask it.
Prince is in a hierarchy, in which case it means you are young and in charge.
So, this is a sapphire dragon, and he's male. I'll come up with a good name if I see something that truly fits him.
Granny will interject with a
Well,
name.
sapphire dragons, shouldn't they be more intelligent than this? So they should probably know what their dragon name already is. And it most likely will be in Dragonic.
Dragon Crusher. How about Storm Crusher?
Storm Crusher!
Well, that's what I meant by saying that you may want to ask him if he's okay with that name.
Considering the fact that you are dragonborn, and wasn't dragonborn creatures enslaved by dragons a long time ago?
Yeah, their entire history up until about 500 years ago is them being enslaved by dragons, fighting endless civil wars, and being slaughtered by them. Or was it 200 years? Regardless, whenever the worlds, touched, and the entire kingdom of the Dragonborns got dropped here. But regardless,
Is that the actual lore for the Dragonborns?
Yeah.
they're from the elemental plane where the primordial elementals were banished after the war between the gods. Pretty much, Io decided to separate the gods and them because they would never stop trying to kill each other. So on that plane, there is no clerics or anything like that, and the Dragonborn come from there.
Okay.
It's actually kind of cool.
Yeah,
They
it's
actually-
really cool. If you read a lot of the lore, it just gets more and more awesome.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
actually hate Bahamut, Tiamat, and all the dragons. If you were a paladin of Bahamut in a dragonborn city, you would outright be shunned, if not beaten in a dark alleyway and left to die.
It's about
Right, so,
Yeah, that's right up there with calling a tabaxi a cat.
All right.
so Kupari, what are you trying to name it?
Well, first she'll ask what the little dragon's name is, because doesn't she know Draconic?
Yeah, she does, and he does look up at you, and you could hear in your mind the name Luminous.
Luminous. All right. If you like that name, you shall keep it.
You shall
Yeah.
keep it. He'd be like,
He then-
bitch, for real?
He then sits on your shoulders as his tail wraps around your neck.
And strangles you to death.
It's like, I now own this. It's like a cat. I am sitting on it, so it is mine.
I imagine the relationship between Snow and Sam is very similar to that of a cat. Like the dragon is very much like, I am the one in control, and then Sam is very much like, I am also the one in control.
Well, they're both celestial beings at one point or another, so they
Yeah.
actually would get along quite well.
Samael just sort of shrugs whenever Snow does anything particularly dragony, and just sure.
Basically, that's what it is. That's the yin and yang there. Like oil and water.
All right.
Moving on.
Still on the road.
All right. So you guys travel for about a day. Now, sun is starting to set. You guys, do you guys pull over and make camp, or decide to completely trek the 3 days to get to Baldur's Gate?
I'd say make a camp.
Eh,
Yeah, make
I have
camp.
enough supplies.
Make
We could
camp?
just alternate drivers,
I mean,
True.
yeah.
and we could keep going for more than double that time because the mounts can get exhausted at least once before they have to sleep.
Yeah, but these guys are they are Eden.
Yeah, and they're not gonna, and they probably wouldn't mind just a little bit of tiredness before they crash.
Yes, but there's one thing. Sleeping in a wagon is not comfortable at all.
Well, then again, man, Sam
If she
can always ride ahead.
if she says that in character, then Sam is going to look at Grady and respond, "Adventuring itself is not very comfortable. You'll have to get used to sleeping in uncomfortable situations."
Excuse me. Not like I've had an adventure in life before.
Don't misunderstand me. I don't mean to insult you. I'm just saying that we have a bit of a timetable here.
There.
Yeah, these things, they might hatch soon.
And if you don't remember, the last one that hatched over there almost killed, well, at least half of us.
Almost killed me. I know.
I still
trying to
got
be
this.
a bit.
I still got this blue one stuck with me.
Yeah, which has done nothing.
Pretty sure it only almost killed Ari. I'm pretty sure all of us successfully made the saving rolls on that.
It was still a lot of damage for the for the less meaty characters.
Yeah. All right, so you guys are just gonna keep going then?
I mean, look, if they want to stop, that's fine. But I think Ari is kind of bent on getting them home. And I think Sam has the same drive. So even if the Kirans don't go with us, well, we can go ahead. He could probably fly there, and I could probably fox my way there.
My wings only last for 1 minute.
Yeah, but I mean, we followed that celestial bird for a good couple of miles. I think that's
That
about
was
as
with
close.
that was with a lot of teleporting and a lot of combat, though. Basically, he was manipulating his magic to sort of use the side effects of his items to keep up.
So I guess we're just gonna have.
Then
people
again, he could
driving
always
the-
drink his potion,
Yeah.
right?
No, he
Fly
gave that
there.
to Tenethel.
That's
Well,
not fun.
Tenethel's a wood elf, so I don't think he really needs sleep, so he can go for quite a bit.
Well, they do need sleep eventually.
Yeah, but it's not really sleep, it's more like a meditation. Instead of 6 hours, it's only 4 hours.
Yeah, they go through their reverie where they relive their past lives.
Pretty much. And as far as my Kitsune goes, they just need 4 hours. They're mainly nocturnal.
Alright, so.
So I guess we'll sleep on the cart then.
Alright.
If you haven't already, Air, you might want to put down like in your items list the little white dragon plush, if you so wish.
Okay. So you guys are keeping on the road. It's been another good few hours of non-stop driving. Some of you get out and walk beside it to stretch your legs and then hop back in. I'll say around dinner time the second day. I'm gonna need someone to make a perception check.
I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll do it. All right, let me get the dice and the perception check. Kidding me.
Give me a second. I was going to do it anyway.
All right.
18 plus. Pull this up. So 9.
I got a pathetic 7.
Alright, Rory doesn't notice anything. Ari, however, Ari's the one who got the 19.
Yep.
Ari, however, you hear a roar off in the sky distance.
Well, that can't be good. Hey, Sam.
Hi.
I think I heard a roar. Huge roar in the sky.
A roar?
Well, damn it. Sam is going to climb pretty much out the back and just hop up onto the top of the cart and see what he can see.
Alright,
He's going to cast guidance on himself as well.
alright, so do a roll.
Alrighty. Hang on, let me pull that up. Make my perception. Is that perception or investigation?
Say investigation since you're actively looking.
Alrighty. His investigation is a +4. Okay, perfect. Uh, 22.
Alright, um, You see a giant, dark shadow flying through the clouds, and catch a glimpse of a blue tail flicker from out of the clouds.
Blue or off blue? There is a distinction.
Blue.
Oh, fuck me sideways.
What?
Everybody in the carts. There's a decent chance we're about to get into a fight with a blue dragon. To put this mildly, we need to move faster. A lot faster.
Oh,
Uh,
great.
Okay. I think I
So,
can turn.
Eri,
Yeah.
Eri, can you turn into your human form, take my bag while I do what I can to see if I can distract this thing?
Uh, there's some things going on with my forms. I think.
Well, for one thing, it's not physically attacking you yet.
It's heading towards us, though, right?
It's just flying over. And during this entire thing, Burry is in the back trying to cook dinner.
Oh, great. So the smoke. Ugh. I might be able to help. Give me a second. Do we have a harness?
A what?
A harness.
We could probably throw together a makeshift one with some rope.
Okay. Oh. Tries to turn into their bigger form, their bigger alpha male-ish form. They have claws and bigger legs and a bigger body set. They're about 8 foot tall, 8 to 9 foot tall, depending on power.
When you said bigger legs, the first thing that popped into my mind was like 9-foot legs.
Can I roll? Can I roll perception to see if we have encountered this dragon?
Sure.
Alright, hang on, let me get my dice.
While Granny's helping make a harness.
Question: can anyone else in the party fly? I
Um,
don't think so.
No, but I can jump really, really high.
no, I don't think so.
I am whole again.
Oh, dang.
Pretty.
I roll. Okay, I rolled a
glad you know.
13, and
I know, I like that. I will say though, this restriction is a little bit stronger than it was a few years ago. My last pair, but that makes sense. It's been like what, 10 years?
okay, I
So,
rolled a
it's just
13,
gonna
and I
take
got +5
me getting.
perception, so 18.
18.
I'm just
All right.
gonna enjoy my vision
From
first.
what I can tell, this blue
Look around
dragon
at
is just
things.
flying overhead. It has
Sight
filled
things.
centuries of its presence. So it's just flying over.
Is it the same dragon from chapter 1?
From what you can tell from down here, it's kind of hard to tell. You guys need a good look at its face, but you can hardly see its face due to the clouds.
So it's not coming towards us, though?
It's flying in the same direction.
I guess we just looks like it's just passing by. And Eri,
Yeah?
can you mute that, please?
What?
Thank you.
Oh.
It was my car.
Oh, right.
Yeah, because you.
Oh,
But yeah,
so,
I'm guessing it's just passing by, but going in the same direction.
Yeah, I think if
so
we
it's
don't
so it's filing. It's pretty much just flying alongside of us, essentially going in the same direction. Okay. So Samael is gonna calm down a bit and just sort of hop back down. Well, it seems to just be heading towards Baldur Gates. I don't think we should really need to worry about an entire city that large. But
Sam,
just yeah.
I might also suggest we also try not to provoke it, because who know it's an adult dragon, and I doubt we have the skills to take one down yet.
Of course. At best, I would have been able to maybe lead it away and hopefully not die. But since it's not coming towards us, I don't have to really worry about that.
Let's try to keep low then.
I agree.
Agreed.
In the ground.
And, by the way, Cook, if you don't stop that, I'm going to kick it out the back and let the dirt have your food. We really don't need it smelling us and coming in to investigate.
Excuse me, are you mocking my cooking?
It will be in the dirt if you don't put it up.
Like the turtle chef actually like stands up like tall, like I'd like to see you try, boy.
You're forgetting I'm magic and I can flick my hand and send it flying. Now put it
I
up
may-
before a dragon shows up and eats everything, including us and your cooking and you.
While you guys are,
Oh, I feel like
having this, tussle, Granny is going to just very discreetly just poke the pot with her cane, knock it over the back.
Oh
wait,
no.
did you knock out the whole food?
You just hear Sam just go, "Oh no."
There's
Oh.
no one will
At that moment, Barry, out of nowhere, draws something and has it right up against Gertrude's neck.
Well, let's see. Did he notice?
You have to roll stealth.
Yeah.
And
With advantage, since he's preoccupied yelling at Sam.
exactly. So roll with advantage, and it has to be higher than Burry's passive perception.
Ooh, a nat 20 and a 4.
Not 20. Instantly, like without a sound, this giant hobed woman walks over and just ever so quietly, deep, the food out the back of the cart. And Burry has no idea.
Samael is just gonna look over his shoulder. Oh no.
Oh no, there it
They're like, so
goes.
Barry notices like the pot has fallen out. Does he know it's Gertrude who did it?
No.
No,
He just
no one he didn't notice.
he thinks that we hit a pothole and it fell out.
We must have hit a pothole. Oh no.
Such a tragedy. Just such an absolute tragedy. Well, the argument's moot now. He just smiles and turns around. Walks back.
After a few more after another day of just straight traveling, you guys finally
wait,
make it to the
wait.
entrance.
Wait.
Yeah.
What is it?
I was gonna ask, since we're traveling a shit ton, can Sam teach me how to speak Draconic? I mean, bits
Yeah.
and pieces.
If he wants.
There is a mechanic for it, so yeah.
But
Cool.
first off, Sam,
Yes.
I'm gonna need you to make a
What do you mean, but first?
dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh.
What's going on?
But why first? We haven't even made it to the area yet.
Alright, 2, I have a +2, so 20 + 2. Is that a pass or a fail before I use Favor of the Gods?
It's a fail.
And what's coming at me?
The backhand of Burry's fist.
Oh, okay, so PvP. All right, if that's the game they want to play.
In the cart? Furry wants to do this in the cart?
Hello?
All right.
Question: Can Burry survive being hit by a magic missile?
The thing is, just as you're about to cast that, he stops his fist and just leaves. Just like
Okay, because
walks away.
I wasn't sure how much he could actually survive, and I didn't want to kill him for throwing a punch at me.
So, quick tip: magic missile, not a very powerful spell, and also he is a turtle. They are notoriously tanky, naturally. Just on their
Yeah,
own.
but I don't know if he's an actual adventurer, and the average hit point for your average person is about 6, and it's
That's
3
also
1d4 plus 3.
He probably doesn't. Yeah, that's also true. Civilian types tend not to have. As
But
much
he's not
health.
a civilian. He's
That's what I mean. I don't know really much about him, so that's why I was asking. I don't know if he could survive being hit by even a level 1 magic missile, because a regular person couldn't.
Well, you never know. Like, you never know how strong Barry truly is. Like, think about
Well,
that.
he's old as fuck.
That doesn't mean he isn't strong.
Okay, guys.
Yeah.
Guys, we're running low on time here, so.
I don't think it matters. Hit him with a fucking missile. Who gives a crap? He's a turtle. He'll be fine.
Well, that's the thing. Sam isn't going to kill him for throwing a punch at him.
Why not? Chaotic.
I mean, chaotic, yeah, but he doesn't want to just straight up murder people. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, he will if they're evil or they do something evil or horrible, but all Barry did was throw a punch and be mildly annoying.
Then just dodge him and then flip over him.
During this argument, during this discussion, you guys finally pull up to Baldur's Gate entrance.
I was out of character. That wasn't. Oh my god.
It's fine. So we're at Baldur's Gate.
Okay, you guys finally make it to the Baldur's Gate entrance, where you guys are soon stopped by 2 guards that just stare at you guys as you guys stare back. And with that, we are going to go on our break.
Okay, great.
All right.
Good.
Au revoir, guys.
Bye.